Let us continue with the next one. That is question number 15. So in question number 15, it has been asked that which one of the following conversion involve change in both hybridization and shape. So now let us analyze everything. So compound, hybridization, as well as shape. So when it comes to CH4, which is an hydrocarbon, that is methane, C2H6 ethane. So both have sp3 hybridization and both the shape is tetrahedral in its nature. This is the first combination that they have given. Second combination is what? Conversion of NH3 to NH4 plus. So when it is NH4 plus, in NH4 plus, the hybridization is sp3 and the shape is tetrahedral in its nature. And when it comes to NH3, the hybridization is again sp3 and the shape is what? It is trigonal bipyramidal in its nature. So here hybridization is same, but the geometrical shape is different. Next, when it comes to BF3, conversion of BF3 to BF4 minus, in BF3, the hybridization is sp2 and the shape is what? It is trigonal planar in its nature. And when it comes to BF4 minus, here the hybridization is sp3 and the shape is tetrahedral in its nature. According to the question, here there is a change in hybridization as well as there is a change in geometry. Hence, the correct option is what? Option C. Now, let us discuss with the fourth one also. In H2O, the hybridization is sp3 and the shape is what? It is considered as an angular shape or it is an angular molecule. But when it comes to hydronium ion, the hybridization is sp3 but the geometry is tetrahedral. In this case, there is only a change in the shape but hybridization is same. But the question was change in hybridization as well as the shape takes place in option C. Hence the correct option is C. Next one, question number 16. So when it comes to question number 16, the question is peroxide ion has. So here when it comes to peroxide ion, the peroxide ion is considered as what? O2 minus 2 ion. So this O2 minus 2 ion has an total number of electrons R18. When I write the electronic configuration of this, it is written as sigma of 1s2, sigma star of 1s2, sigma of 2s2, sigma star of 2s2, sigma of 2pz2, pi of 2px2, pi of 2py2 and pi star of 2px2 and pi star of 2py2. So here when I calculate the bond order of this, bond order is equal to 10 bonding, 8 anti-bonding, the bond order is 1 and here the number of unpaired electrons is how much? Unpaired electron is 0. So if there is no unpaired electron means hence it is diamagnetic in its nature. So out of all the given options, the second option, that is it is diamagnetic. So second option is true, it is diamagnetic. Third option is also true, which has the bond order 1. But when I go through with all the given options of 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, 1 and 4, here the answer is what? None of the above. So here the options which are not given are not correct. Hence the answer can be considered as what? None of the above. But the second statement is true and the third statement what they have given, both the statements are true. But the option does not contain the right statement. Hence the answer is none of the above. Next one, question number 17. So here, which one of these is not true for benzene? Which one of these is not true for benzene? It forms only one type of monosubstituted product. There are 3 carbon-carbon single bonds and 3 carbon-carbon double bonds. Here, carbon-carbon double bonds are not fixed. They are continuously involved in resonating structures. So, due to that particular reason, this option B is considered as an incorrect statement. So, here we should know that the bond length of benzene C6H6 lies between those of, here the bond length of benzene lies between those of alkanes and alkenes. That is, alkanes means CC double bond and alkenes means C double bond C. So when it comes to CC bond length, the CC bond length is around 1.54 angstrom. When it comes to CC double bond length, here the double bond length between carbon and carbon is 1.33 angstrom. But when it comes to benzene, in benzene the bond length lies between 1.54 and 1.33, and its exact value is 1.39 angstrom. So based upon all this, since the double bonds are not fixed in benzene, since they are continuously involved in cyclic delocalization, the option B can be considered as an false statement. Next one, question number 18. So when it comes to question number 18, the question number 18 tells that when O2 is converted into O2 plus, both paramagnetic character and bond order increases, bond order decreases, paramagnetic character increases, paramagnetic character decreases, and the bond order increases. So let us discuss this first. We know that bond order of oxygen is what? 1 by 2 into 10 minus 6, that is equal to 2. And when I write the bond order of O2 plus, bond order of O2 plus is what? 10 minus 5, that is equal to 2.5. So here what happens? In this case, the paramagnetic character decreases in conversion. The paramagnetic character decreases in conversion of O2 to O2 plus, because in O2 it has two unpaired electrons, but when it comes to O2 plus has only one unpaired electron. So based upon this, we can tell that as the paramagnetic character goes on decreases in conversion from O2 to O2 plus, because O2 has two unpaired electrons and O2 plus has one unpaired electron. Hence the paramagnetic character has been decreased. But when we see the bond order has been increased. Hence the correct option for the given question is what? Option D, that is paramagnetic character decreases and the bond order increases. Next one, question number 19. Increasing order of carbon-carbon bond length for the following is, okay, let us write everything. That is C2H4 is the first option, second one is C2H2, third one is C6H6, and fourth one is C2H6. So C2H4 means carbon-carbon double bond. In this carbon-carbon double bond length is 1.34 angstrom. C2H2 means carbon to carbon triple bond. In carbon to carbon triple bond length is 1.21 angstrom. In benzene, it has single bond as well as it has double bond. So when it comes to single bond and double bond, here the bond length is 1.39 angstrom. And when it comes to C2H6, so all bonds are saturated in this case. The bond length is how much? 1.54 angstrom. So here what they are asking, increasing order of carbon-carbon bond length for the following. Increasing order of carbon-carbon bond length is, so the decreased form is what? 1.21, which is given by option, which is given with B. Next, followed by 1.34, which is given by A, followed by 1.39, which is C, followed by 1.54, which is D. And hence, the correct option for the given question is what? Option C, which is given by B is less than A is less than C, and C is less than D. Next one, question number 20. So, when it comes to question number 20, it has been given that which one of the following contains ionic, covalent, and coordinate bonds. So, when we discuss with NaOH, here NaOH has ionic bond as well as covalent bond. And NaCl, same. NaCl also has ionic bond and covalent bond. When it comes to NaCN also has ionic and covalent. So these three have ionic bonds as well as covalent bonds. But when it comes to NaNC means what? It is sodium cyanide. N with directional bond, double bond C. This will be written as Na plus, and nitrogen with a negative sign. This has ionic bond. There is an existence of ionic bond. There is an existence of covalent bond, and even there is an existence of coordinate bond. Hence, The correct option for the given question is what? Option D, which is given by NaCN. Next one, question number 21. Which one of the following has no unpaired electrons? So already we have written, so in the peroxide form there is no unpaired electron, that is O2 minus 2, which is given by the option D.